World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day. This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. The United States agency charged with protecting the life of the President of the United States and other high-ranking officials wants state and local law enforcement to do more to stop potential threats from escalating into violence. The U.S. Secret Service's National Threat Assessment Center, or NTAC, on Wednesday issued a new guide encouraging law enforcement agencies to create specific units to address threatening behavior in cases where there are significant concerns, even though no laws have been broken. The guide specifically calls for police agencies to set up what NTAC calls behavioral threat assessment units that can assess potential dangers and then provide resources to make sure individuals get help before they resort to violence. NTAC's plea for law enforcement agencies to find ways to be more proactive is not new. A January 2023 report that analyzed 173 mass attacks carried out over a 5-year period urged communities to make it easier for witnesses to report concerns and allow for earlier intervention from crisis counselors and social services. In other news overseas, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has presented MPs with a long-awaited victory plan that aims to strengthen his country's position enough to end the war with Russia. Zelensky told Parliament in Kiev that the plan could finish the war, which began with Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, no later than next year. Key elements include a formal invitation to join NATO, the lifting by allies of restrictions on long-range strikes on Russia, a refusal to trade Ukraine's territories and sovereignty, and a continuation of the incursion into the Kursk region of Russia. The Kremlin dismissed the plan, with the spokesperson saying Kiev needed to sober up. Addressing MPs, Zelensky also criticized China, Iran, and North Korea for their backing of Russia and described them as a coalition of criminals. And news from the Philippine Foreign Service Post. The Philippine Consulate General in Calgary successfully concluded the second edition of Manila Comes to Town Food Truck Festival at the parking lot of the Holiday Inn Conference Center, Edmonton, South in Alberta. This year's edition featured popular Filipino fast food chain Potato Corner and returning Edmonton-based Filipino food truck 6A's and J Food Truck, which sells traditional Manila street food. Leduc-based Gen Tea, serving bubble tea with well-loved Filipino flavors, and Calgary-based food truck Chopsticks Curbside Dining, which featured its famous lapas batchoy and other traditional Filipino fare, also took part in the 2-day event. Consul General Emma R. Sarne mentioned that the number of participating Filipino-owned F&B establishments in the second year of the Manila Comes to Town Food Truck Festival is a testament to the growing awareness of Filipino cuisine in Alberta. The food festival was held in conjunction with the Consular Outreach Mission in Edmonton. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.